Situation number 3.
I said get your trousers off now.
I'll tell you what, Sergeant, if you want my pants off, why don't you come take them off yourself?
Stop tape for discussion.
Oh. Look, I'm sorry. I'm still in vacation mode. I don't know if you've been able to figure that out yet, but
we have a job to do.
I'm pretty chill at the moment. So, Miss Pengrino, you tell everybody about this movie we watched, all right?
I'm not going to talk about it myself. It's the whole point of you being on the show with me. We talk about it. We recommend it or we don't recommend it. I quit.
Deer Creek International Business Solutions, how can I help you?
I am ready.
Well, that's great, Ladybug.
Ladybug?
Your new operational name?
Oh, I see what you're doing. Ladybug's supposed to be lucky. Ha!
You don't have bad luck.
Really?
No, Miss Pengrino, we're here. Welcome to an all-new...
Take something. Take this off.
No! You are rude to me, and you hate me.
You are mean to me. You insult me, and you don't appreciate anything that I do.
And I'm still in vacation mode. You are ruining my relaxing time.
Fine.
Anyway, before I was rudely interrupted, I'm Hot Toddy, that's Miss Pengrino, and welcome to an all-new episode of Get
Real.
You came in a little hot there. You didn't give me a chance to... that's fine. Anyway...
Because I'm in work mode.
That's how that works.
Yeah.
Well, the reason why I'm still in... Oh, wait, before we even get started here, I would like to point out that this is the first Get Real we're doing in the new Super Fuzz Media Room. As you can tell from just behind us here, things are a little different. And then I did. This is a very big hat. Anyway, and you know we've mixed it up a little bit, and even this is not fully in frame like it usually is. So
I don't think it's ever fully in frame.
Yeah, it is.
No, because we block it.
Don't tell nobody!
So welcome to this new episode. The reason why I'm in vacation mode is because we just got back from vacation.
Yep.
And we came back from a trip. And while we were on vacation in beautiful Pensacola, Florida, shout out.
Oh, nice.
We saw a little film called Bullet Train. It's got Brad Pitt and other people as well. Miss Pengrino, what did you think of Bullet Train?
So first off, didn't know what it was when we were going in to see it. I kind of knew because I had seen clips.
Previews, if you will?
No, legit clips on TikTok.
Oh, clips from the movie, so straight up.
Yeah, straight up clips.
Oh, okay.
Not a preview, not nothing. Just
okay.
Legitimate 15-second clips.
Sure.
So I kind of knew what we were going into, but I didn't know really what it was about or anything like that.
I still don't want to be here.
Man, move over and let me pass. Oh, they have to be pulling these hush puppies out your motherfucking ass.
However, I really like this movie.
Vacation mode.
Shut up!
No, it was a good movie. It was fine. You know,
Quit.
No, you don't. No, you
Again,
don't. We're just getting started here. Would you feel better if I took the glasses off?
Yeah?
I'll take the glasses off just for this occasion. But anyway, no. Leave the hat. A hat is crucial to this episode. Thank you. But anyway... But no, this was a fun film. I had seen the trailer a couple of times, maybe once or twice. I didn't know much about it. I just knew it had Brad Pitt and other people it was one of those things where I recognized a lot of people, but I didn't know who they were. And then I had to look them up after the fact, and then I figured out who they were. You had the girl from the movie about the thing.
I'm a dumbass.
And then you had the guy who's been in movies.
The girl from Radium Girls. That's what I most recently know her from.
Oh, Joey King.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I knew her from the miniseries on Hulu about the girl that had to fake the illness. I forget the name of that. I remembered her from that. But no, we saw her. I knew her from that, and then we also had other people.
I'm a dumbass.
Well, who's a Russian dude? I know I've seen him before.
I forget his name. Is it Michael something?
I'm normally really bad with actors and actresses. He's
Well,
not normally this bad.
I've
but-
also been working on the Smokin' Hot Toddcast, so I haven't done a lot of research for this film. But I know him. He's from movies. You know him from Knives Out. He was the brother and one of the relatives
Yes.
in Knives Out. He was
Yes,
very part of that.
thank you.
He's been in a lot of other stuff too, but that's where you probably would know him from.
Most recently.
Most recently.
Yeah.
And he was in it, and then there were some other characters in there too.
A lot of British actors.
A lot of British actors. Sandra Bullock makes
Brief
a
appearance.
brief cameo. Spoiler. Sorry, I probably should have spoilered
Yeah.
that. But anyway, sorry. But we had some good people in there. Funny film. What'd you like about it?
Well, so briefly, let me just throw this in. I'm surprised your dad didn't mention that there was so many British people and that he couldn't understand what was
Oh,
going
he probably didn't. He just didn't say anything. Yeah, he probably noticed.
on.
No
What were
problem.
we talking about that he said that?
Oh, we were talking about Harry Potter.
Yeah, we were talking about Harry Potter. He said he couldn't understand Harry Potter because he couldn't understand a word that they were saying.
In the decade-long run of the Harry Potter film series,
He couldn't understand it.
he hated them, and he got so frustrated with them because he could never understand what they were saying.
And I'm over here like, these are not even like posh British accents in Bullet Train. They're like more legit British accents.
Right. And funny thing about Joey King is she was faking hers.
That's a good one though.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. But again, the question was, what'd you think of the film?
I really enjoyed it because, to be honest, from the clips I had seen, I thought it was going to be like this serious action movie. Because I'd never seen the trailer, so I didn't know it was supposed to be a jokey film. So going into it, I'm like, oh, okay, it's an action movie.
Right.
Yay! But then, like, I was so, like, happily surprised that it was actually, like, a comedy action, like a dark humor.
Aw, come on. Just let it go, bro. Okay.
Yeah, and that's what I loved the most about it
Yeah,
because it
it
was
was great.
very Tarantino-esque. It was just very much spot on. Clearly, this movie took a lot of inspiration from Quentin Tarantino because, I mean, a lot of his movies are like that. So this wasn't like, oh, we've discovered a new version of cinema here. No, you recognized it, but it was nice to see, and it was nice to see someone branching out and doing it other than Tarantino. Even though it is kind of his thing, it is kind of nice to see it branch out a little bit. But the storyline is kind of all over the place. But I didn't mind it.
Yeah, so I was gonna say, even though it is a dark comedy, it's not like most dark comedies are like dark. Like they're
Not necessarily. They're just
most of the ones I have seen are.
I mean,
pretty
Clue is a
dark.
dark comedy.
That's not a dark comedy.
That's supposed to be a dark comedy.
It flames on the side of my face.
Your precious Clue. People get murdered in Clue.
But
Knives Out. We were just talking about that.
that also a dark comedy?
That's considered a dark comedy because it's a murder mystery type thing, and
Yeah,
so
a murder mystery, not a dark comedy.
Well, I mean, it kind of walks hand in hand.
Anyways, most of the ones I consider dark comedies are like real dark, and I put this into a category of like Clue or Knives Out. So to me, it was just like almost kind of a regular comedy.
I mean, it sort of was. I mean,
Comedy with murder.
But I mean, but
Like,
the murder was
predictable murder.
But the murder was in bold capital letters. The deaths were all over the screen, literally.
Yeah.
Lots of shooting, lots of blowing up, lots of murders. Oh, Zazie Beetz was in the movie too. I forgot about her.
That was the wolf, right? Oh no,
No, she was the Hornet.
The Hornet.
Yeah, and
But another rapper.
Shoot, I forgot who
His
it
name
was.
here.
Yeah,
was the wolf.
I forgot who it was.
Again, these people made brief appearances.
There were some brief cameos, but they were good cameos.
They were.
But again, I didn't do all my research. Yeah, rapper. His name right here was in that movie. But no, I mean, it was a very entertaining film. I enjoyed it. Yeah, like I said, the story was kind of all over the place. It was definitely a whodunit type thing.
So let's briefly talk about the story.
Okay, that's what I was doing, and then you interrupted me.
Well, I quit.
You should. You should quit the whole business, actually. Bye. See you later. You're still connected to the mic, so you can't go very far. You stood right there, just off screen, so it really doesn't mean anything.
Flames on the side of my face.
What were we talking about?
The story.
What were we going to talk about the story?
The story.
Well, it was a great story. It was a very convoluted story. It was.
Can we give them tidbits?
A lot of intricate plots, and a lot of interest. Like people coming in and out of the story. Well, sure, if you want to get into it, try not to drag, but go ahead.
Overall plot. Big scary mean guy.
Which one? There was a bunch of big scary mean guys.
The overall plot. The Russian. Big scary mean guy.
The White Death. Get it right. That's the character's name, was White Death.
Basically, the whole movie is a revenge in his
name.
Yeah,
everyone.
I don't want to get more into it because
but it's unbeknownst to all the different characters. They are on a collision course with wackiness as they pile in to basically get revenge on the White Death.
So Clue is actually like a really good example of like how to explain this movie. Is like they don't know that they're all connected, but they're all connected.
Well, you find out pretty fast in Clue that they're all connected. You also find that out because if you played the board game, you know that they're all connected.
Right. Don't tell nobody.
But I'm just saying, like, generally speaking, they're all connected. This one did this, which had affected this person, which affected this person, which affected this person. Basically, all these kidnappers, killers, hitmen of some sort, or job specialists, I'll call them, I don't really know what else to call them, of some sort, get put on these paths to not take out or find this case, and it all turns out just to be one elaborate plan from the White Death.
Bitch, are you for real?
You make a great point, Miss Pengrino. That's definitely what went on in the film, and there's all these, like I said, all these intricate parts of who done it, what happened, who was in, why did it happen, why are you doing this, why are you here, and it spans out for really too long, I think, because
probably about 30 minutes too long.
No, it was almost 3 hours long, this movie.
Much in there that long?
Almost 2.5, maybe 45 minutes, 2.5, 45, yeah.
Probably could have cut a couple cameos.
You could have cut. There was that's the thing.
Killer cameos.
You could have cut a lot of things. You could have. There's you could have just gone like 3 plots, period. And that's basically what. And that's basically what there were. There were like 3 plots exactly that we were covering. But then they kept putting these like addendums to each one of them, and it just started to get kind of convoluted. It's like you didn't need all that. You didn't have to go down that route, and that's what made it a little much. And I was like, okay, we're going overboard with the plot. We're going overboard. I think this is where we lost
his parents and they fell asleep.
Probably my parents fell asleep. My mom at least fell asleep for a little while. It's all fine. Everybody got the gist of the film.
That's so unusual for her too. Like,
it's not for my dad. He usually falls asleep, but my mom, that's unusual for her. But yeah, so there were like little bits and pieces here and there where you could have cut out and been like, okay, this is a much smoother plot. But I didn't mind the little addendums. I didn't mind the little additions because it just continued to add to the story, and that's what made the story interesting. And then of course there's shoot 'em ups, which is always fun. Shoot 'em ups. Yeah. Lots of blowing up, lots of shoot 'em ups.
Lots of blood from eyes.
Yeah. Now we did. I'm going to spoiler again. Spoiler. This was something I brought up at the end of the movie. We mentioned that Sandra Bullock makes a cameo appearance at the end of the movie. Mm-hmm. Also in the film, Channing Tatum makes a cameo appearance. And Ryan Reynolds. I don't count Ryan Reynolds so much because he doesn't even have a line. He just shows up for a second.
I mean, he's still in there.
But I'm bringing up specifically Sandra Bullock and Channing Tatum because they were in that movie we watched from earlier this year. What was it called again?
Well, we're waiting.
We were really bad. We got short-term memory problems. I'm convinced. But anyway,
The Lost Island?
The Lost City? The Lost Island? Maybe The Lost City? I don't know.
The Lost something.
In the spring, Channing Tatum and Sandra Bullock were in a movie together, and Brad Pitt cameoed. This time, Brad Pitt stars, and those two cameoed. So I had this thought that after they wrapped up on the last film, it was like, hey, do you want to go do another film together?
Yeah.
Let's just all go do another
So
thing.
the funny thing is, you mentioned that, and I didn't make the connection that Channing Tatum was in there too. Like, I know he was in there, but I didn't make the connection that him and Sandra were in the movie.
Yeah.
So you said that. I was just like, oh, Sandra and Brad.
I was like, I guess these guys are really good friends if they keep showing up in each other's films like this. But yeah, so he makes a cameo, and he keeps mistaking everything for sex offerings, and it's very awkward but funny.
Is this when the sex happens?
Yeah.
Is this the sex stuff?
That's funny. That was a great
That's all
scene.
he keeps saying.
That was, yeah.
So I be down.
You know, a lot of movie critics don't like the cameos, like the unneeded cameos and things like that. But I'm like, that's what makes something fun. And so I enjoy a good cameo every now and then. And I like Sandra Bullock and Channing Tatum's appearance. Channing Tatum more because his was just priceless.
Yeah.
But like Sandra Bullock's character, you hear her voice through the whole film.
You do, yeah.
She is Brad Pitt's wrangler or like controller or something like that. Because Brad Pitt and all these other murderers are basically hitmen. They're basically career criminals that handler. That's the word.
That's what it was.
They're career criminals that do criminalistic things, whether it be murder or theft or whatever. And so they all end up on this bullet train. Again, they don't realize it's a kind of a collision course that they're all ending up. They were heading to the end of the line, and the end of the line was where the White Death was going to be, and the White Death, I'm not going to give any more away, but that's, they end up in a collision course with wackiness, as I say many times. And not just on this show or on our other shows, but in my life personally. Doc Brown over there is really giving you the eye. He's really giving you a lot of face, as I like to say. Look, just look over there. Look at him. He's just like, fucking bring it on, man.
Because the guy wasn't in Russia, remember? Because he came from there and took over a family.
Okay, you're right.
Yeah, so he lived there.
That's it. Good night. The point is, they end up at the end of the line where they face off against the White Death. And they're all career criminals, and they all have something to do with the White Death, and so that's where it all kind of...
Except for Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt, well,
Brad Pitt.
Just the spoilers. We don't want to give that away.
Okay, sorry.
But yes, he doesn't actually have anything to do with it, but you'll find out what it is later in the film. Yeah.
Brad Pitt is basically the connector without being the connector for everybody, and it's because he has terrible karma.
Terrible luck is what
Terrible luck,
yeah.
Which basically... a lovely old Japanese man tells him it's not his bad luck, it is literally him being able to reroute, or basically rechannel this luck away from certain people.
Right.
But so basically he's connected to all these people simply because of his terrible luck. And it's really funny, and he's seeing a therapist, and he's like...
Man, join the club, right?
Emotional damage.
Seeing a therapist.
Was that supposed to be something you did there?
Maybe somebody else should see a therapist.
Oh, you got it, you hind ass. Now that's what I'm talking about. That's it right there. Yeah, see, that's how you do that. You try to come at me with piss, but it's hind that. This is why I wear the big hat, because you're not as cool as me.
Whatever.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Anyways, he's always like, you gotta put in the good and send out the bad. And he feels bad because he's trying not to kill anybody. He literally doesn't take a gun. He breaks apart any gun he comes across. And he kills almost everybody.
He does. He kills a lot of people in this movie.
A lot of people.
Including this person and Zazie Beetz.
But not on purpose.
It just happens.
It just
happens.
Happens.
By happenstance, he murders people.
I think that's one of my favorite. And then I like Lemon, who always talks about Thomas the Train Engine.
Thomas the Tank Engine.
Thomas the Tank Engine.
You're doing the very annoying thing that he talked about in the movie.
Sorry, Thomas the Tank Engine.
Thomas the Tank Engine.
I said it. I fixed it.
Let's put it on the screen. Thomas the Tank Engine.
Because he is a very good reader of people, and so he swears that this show is what made him a good reader of people. So he picks out trains that these people
represent.
Whatever.
Stop it!
It's late.
It is.
Stop it.
Stop it!
But no, this all around was a fun movie. Like I said, I
enjoyed it thoroughly.
I like the Tarantino-esque plot. The way it was designed, it was very much like a Tarantino movie, and it was entertaining and just fun to watch. Really, at the end of the day, and if you just want a fun movie, it's not anything stellar. It's not like a groundbreaking storytelling film or anything like that.
I mean, probably wait till it comes out on one of the streaming services.
We saw it on $3 day.
$3 day.
And in Pensacola, lots of people there. Not as many in Bullet Train as you think. There were some. But so at this point, I would just say wait till it comes out.
Yeah.
And with that in mind, Miss Pengrino, would you recommend Bullet Train?
Oh, for sure, I'd recommend it. Like I said, wait till it comes out. Have some friends over. It's good for a good laugh and a good night. I probably enjoyed it more than anybody. Was it a little long? Meh, yeah. But I feel like all movies are kind of a little long at this point now. Mm-hmm. Every one that comes out recently has been a little long, in my opinion. But there's really nothing else that I would say was bad about it.
No.
I really thoroughly enjoyed this movie.
And that goes to my recommendation. I would recommend it as well. Wait till you can rent it. Don't even buy it. Just rent it. Watch it with some friends. Enjoy it. And and then say, hey, I saw Bullet Train 2, and you're right, Hot Toddy and Ms. Pengrino. Tarantino-esque plot. It wasn't groundbreaking, but it was fun to watch. And I think they would agree. And so there you go. That's
because I definitely would watch it again.
Absolutely,
yeah.
Absolutely. So there you go. That's Bullet Train in a nutshell.
Sorry, buddy.
Exclusively in movie theaters.
All right, Miss Pengrino. Listen here. As I stated before, I'm still very much in vacation mode. So I'm gonna need you to leave. I need you to get out of the room. I need your chair so I can lay across it. Thank you. Get you two teams the cat. Get everyone. Get. All right. Let's get cozy here. Good night, everybody.